I'm sorry. Do it again.
Oh my God. Welcome back to the Unplugged podcast where you can unplug and tune in. I am Dre.
And I'm Jenesis.
And we are on episode 2.
This is like our third time doing it, so
Let's.
we did this 3 times and messed up.
I don't think it's my fault. Okay, so you got me jamming. So, how are you today?
I'm sorry. This feels like a therapy session.
But for how are you today? How was your week? Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. So how was
I
your?
felt like it was supposed to be Thursday on Monday, but
Today it feels like an actual Thursday.
no.
What did it feel like?
It was like a Friday for me because I didn't have class, so.
It felt like a Thursday to me. I still got class. Hope y'all doing well on y'all midterms and whatnot. All my college people and all my high school people who supposedly have midterms. Hope y'all doing swell. Hope y'all passing and stuff like that. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. All that good stuff. So we got some good stuff today in tune for this podcast, especially for. Fun fact about me, I really didn't. I don't like ASMR. Yeah, I like satisfying looking things, but I don't like ASMR. It weirds me out.
I mean, like, you don't like talking ASMR?
More or less like any ASMR.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I'm
Sad.
very audio bound, so it's kind of irritating when like I get somebody like messing with glass or like rappers or anything or.
That's satisfying. Like the on TikTok, the glass bottle breaking thing. That is insanely satisfying. You don't like that?
I mean, not with headphones on. Like I can listen to it outside, like not with headphones on. Like if it was just my phone playing it, I'll be perfectly fine with it. But like, if it's, you know, if I have on my headphones, it's kind of like a ew type of thing. Interesting indeed. But we got some interesting stuff planned out for today. Do you want to get started, or you have some things you want to talk about? I don't know what she's looking for, but she's looking for something.
I was looking for somewhere to throw my gum out at. There's no trash can? Like,
No.
what am I supposed to do? I already took it out of my mouth. You don't got a piece of paper?
Not on me, no. I do, but I don't.
Is it picking up on the mic right now? It is. It's picking up on the mic.
So if we guys go low, that's just because we turned the mics down. We just don't want the audio from the people outside to be picked up. So I'm gonna just turn it down a little bit. What about now? Is it better? Say something.
Something.
I can't necessarily hear them. I can hear them like outside the headphones, but not in the thing.
Oh, okay. Then you can turn it up.
All right, yeah, there we go. So, after going through a little crisis when it comes to gum, we got our first topic of the day. So I know in our last podcast we talked about the Omah Lay girl situation. There has been an update though. She has actually came forward in response, but before we get into that, respect to dude, he went on Kai's stream and stuff like that, and you know, I don't know if he found him one. I didn't get the chance to watch the stream, but it was him.
What?
So basically, Kai put him on the stream. It was him versus 20 girls. So he had to pick.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he had to pick one out of 20 girls in order to start quote unquote dating or talking to. And yeah, shout out to him, by the way. You know, I hope he's doing good in his life. Hope he's picking up pieces that were clearly shattered. Speaking of Casanat and the Omah Lay girl, her name I think is people are saying Jess. I don't know her full name, but people are saying Jess. Um, Kai actually invited her on to his stream, and she felt like she was so big of a celebrity that she deserved compensation for it. Like, she felt as though, like, I think the thing was, like, she said, "Oh, I will be happy to be on your stream, but I will also need compensation for my time and stuff like that, and to be thoroughly shot out." Like, ma'am, you're talking to a three-time stream a three in a row streamer of the year winner who has the biggest following on Twitch, YouTube and most of social media.
I mean, that's probably why she wanted money, because he was big. But you can't really get paid for people asking you why you did something wrong.
Yeah.
You know? Just like, I'll tell you why I did it and why it was wrong, but you gotta pay me. I just feel like that's very, she's apparently, as we've seen so far with on stage, and so now, she's very money hungry and fame.
Yeah.
She just wants attention. She
Yeah.
loves the attention, no matter if it's immoral or if it'll hurt somebody else. She just wants the attention.
Don't care at all. But speaking of her, she actually came out with her response video. She came out with a response video, and we're gonna look at that real quick. And I'm gonna see your ideas about what she said and anything. I don't think you would really like it though, but we'll check it. We'll check it out.
I'm on my side of the story because the amount of hate that I'm getting called all types of things that I've never even heard before. Like, it's getting a bit scary, and I keep coming, like, whoa. See, before I get started, I want to publicly apologize to him. Obviously, me and him, we've had private conversations when we spoke, but since it was public, I think the right thing for me to do is to publicly apologize to him. Like, that was bad, but, you know, it was honestly a mistake. If I knew this would, like, get this far, I wouldn't even go to the concert. I don't know, because this is not worth the hate that I'm receiving. But, yeah, since it was public, I want to publicly apologize to him. And also, people saying that he's the one that bought the tickets. I tell my side of the story.
Was he not the one who bought the ticket?
I don't know.
What does it have to do with anything?
It doesn't have to do anything with anything. Yeah.
I feel like it was good that she publicly apologized to him, because, you know, he deserved at least that. And she acknowledged that what she did was wrong, but I don't know how to feel about it. Like, it felt like one of them apologies, like, let me say this so they can stop talking about it, because, oh my God. Like, I don't understand how you accidentally get on your knees and grind on a different man. Like, I'm confused. That was an accident? You just, oops. That's not an oopsie. That's not something you say, oh, it was an accident. No, you intentionally went up there and did that. So let's not say it was an accident. You can say that you obviously feel bad for it, I guess. I don't really know. I don't really know how to feel about it. Like, yeah, she was wrong, but she publicly apologized to him. Okay, cool. They obviously aren't together anymore. Okay, cool. I don't really know what else to say at that point. Like, she said it wasn't worth it. So I feel like now we should drop it. Like, anybody who's, like, giving her backlash for it.
You can curse.
No, I wasn't gonna curse. I just couldn't think of the word. Like, anybody that's giving her backlash for it now, after she then came out, apologized for it, admitted it wasn't worth it, now it's time to move on for it. Because sometimes the internet don't know how to let stuff go. They just keep talking about it. And if him buying the tickets thing was true, it's not even the point.
Not at all.
That's not the point. And if you bought the tickets, that means you are in the clear to do that? No, not really.
And from my opinion, I felt like it was really a half-baked apology. Like, I feel like if you, yeah, I feel like,
kind of genuine.
I mean, yeah, you can seem genuine, but saying I want to publicly apologize to him and then say, but it was a mistake.
Yeah, that's why I said I was kind of
It was kind of suspect to say like, oh, it was a mistake. I didn't mean to do it, but you went up on that stage, you did what you did.
So what do you think she should have like properly said instead of that?
I think she should have just been like, I want to just publicly apologize to him. And then just like, I don't really want any more backlash and stuff like that. I just want to kind of leave the situation for where it is. You don't have to. No, I wasn't, me personally, I'm not expecting you to go sit there, bawl your eyes out. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for what I did. I know what I did was wrong. No excuse for it. Boom, bam. I would like all the backlash that's coming towards me to stop. But saying I apologize to him, but it was a mistake, it kind of leaves me in that that felt like kind of half-baked. I was like more like she just did it just to do it.
Like, oh, sorry, I made a mistake, you know. But
Yeah.
she did, like, she followed up by saying, like, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and it clearly wasn't worth it because now she's getting, of course, the hate. I would.
The hate means she lost her relationship.
Yeah.
So.
Will I say the hate that she's getting is deserved? No, like, because I'm pretty sure people are like sending her like very.
Some of it, yeah, because I feel like she wouldn't have thought that she was wrong if she wasn't getting backlash. If no one cared, she would have been like, "Oh, you're being insecure, yada yada." It would have probably went different. She probably wouldn't have cared.
I think it's more towards I think she's like more or less like getting like death threats and stuff like that. I don't know if that's for sure, but like I'm talking about like to those extents and stuff like that.
I haven't heard that, but if somebody is giving her death threats, they're just bored.
Very, very bored. Overall in the situation, once again, I will say I wish the best for both of them. I hope both of them prosper. I hope she matures and grows from, well, not mature, but more or less grows from this situation, learns a lesson from it. And I hope her boyfriend her ex now, is able to still keep going with his life after basically being publicly humiliated in
Why
front.
would he go on 20 girls versus one thing? I don't know if it's just me, but I don't like those kind of videos at all. Like, you just got out of, I don't know why Kai would think him getting hurt in his relationship would mean that he just wants to rebound with 20 other girls. That's like, no. He needs to heal first before you just throw 20 girls at him. No.
I mean, we also don't know what he's thinking at that time. He probably, coming from a dual perspective, he was probably just looking for a distraction, you know?
No.
No.
That's not an excuse.
Not an excuse.
Other human beings' feelings is a means for a distraction.
Respectable.
I need my water.
You can go get it.
Can you have it?
Alright, I got you. And also, since these are her topics, I'm going to let her start them off this time.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, if y'all got a girlfriend and she got like a hydro flask or a water bottle, even if you got your own, y'all understand that her water just tastes way better. I don't know what she be putting in her water. I think she be putting some little magical stuff in her water. It just tastes way better. What?
Anyways, the first question that I have for today is, it's not really a question, but it's tips on maintaining a balance of personal life and in your relationship. What do you feel like is the healthy balance of being your own person and then having time in your relationship?
Before I answer that, I just kind of took the filter up a little bit towards the mic, and then so you could come a little bit closer, so you won't be like in and out. Right there.
Okay.
All right, you cool now. Um, I know I know a lot of people hear this a lot, but open communication is very, very, very important. It doesn't. I wouldn't say it most definitely matters when you communicate.
What do you mean by open communication?
So basically, making sure y'all communicate what y'all want openly to each other. For instance, if say a dude is going out playing basketball a lot, but his girlfriend feels as though he doesn't spend as much time with her, and wants more attention from him. Instead of holding that in and having resentment, have an open, honest communication of how can we more or less have a conversation of, okay, I see you like playing basketball. I'm not saying you can't play basketball. Do you think we can incorporate some time to ourselves where we can be with each other regardless of whether it's watching a movie, whether it's playing board games, whether it's doing anything.
Okay.
But that's more or less like just personal fun things. It's a little bit more complicated when it comes to the quote unquote business aspect, work life, and overall like say school or hobbies. It's a little bit different. Um, but a way I have found, especially with my profession, the way I have found to combat that is to include you. If it'll be one good bonding. I know sometimes like you may not be wanting to do this stuff, but like it'll be like good bonding and stuff like that. You learn about what I do, you can learn a little something and stuff. And it just it makes it where we're still spending time with each other, where it doesn't feel like you're not being prioritized or I'm not thinking about you. Like when I invite you to like, hey, I have a shoot. Do you want to come with and help, or just like watch me take pictures? And you always have the free option to say yes or no. Also, another important thing is, fellas, listen to y'all ladies when they talk to y'all. I get sometimes that it may be a little bit confusing, but if you feel like you don't understand it where your girl is coming from, try to ask questions. I have learned for myself that sometimes I may not always understand where she's coming from, but I just have to ask a multitude of questions, get on her nerves, make her mad by asking probably the same question over and over again until she simplifies it to a way I can understand. And then we cool from there. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to be like, hey, what can I do to make you feel like we together, make you feel more involved, more loved and stuff like that. Like you make it basically where you're prioritized, like you should still feel prioritized.
Sorry. I think a healthy way to balance your personal life and relationship life is you have to be your own person outside of the relationship.
That is true.
Before the relationship, you were a person who had their own hobbies, goals, friends. Don't drop that just because you got in a relationship. You can do both. You can say your hobby is crocheting. You can still crochet and hang out with your friends and go to the movies or go on, for example, self dates or something like that. You can go on stuff like that and still be present in your own relationship. For example, I used to have a very big problem with I would just drop everything, and then the person that I'm with, whatever they want to do becomes what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because I like it, it's because I feel like I have to. But I'm my own person outside of the relationship, so I need to take that time to do stuff that I like doing, whether it could be watching YouTube, whatever you like doing, whatever you enjoy doing. Make sure you're taking time to go do it and not feeling like it has to be in the relationship all the time. Have your own friendships outside of that person. do not drop your relationships, your friendships, because you're in a relationship. Keep your friends by your side. Obviously, if the friends become toxic for the relationship, that makes sense. But don't be so quick to judge them as toxic for the relationship, because that happens where you think, say your homegirl tell you, hey, your man kind of wrong for doing this. Immediately, oh, they're just being toxic to my relationship. Sometimes you gotta listen, but don't listen to the point where you don't also have your own thoughts, your own feelings on it. I feel like it's all about just remembering that you are your own person outside of them. Have stuff to do outside of this person. So if they're not around, you're not just like shattered.
Yeah.
You should never be shattered if like your significant other isn't around for like 2 hours. You should be able to do your own thing and have your own stuff. You should get up in the morning and have a plan for the day, not based off of whatever your significant other is doing. It could be outside of it.
Of course.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say.
Piggybacking off that, I also feel like it's really important to, I heard the saying like, you're not supposed to have too many hands in the pot when it comes to your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And that is most definitely true. But I would say, if you decide, I know a lot of people have like they best friends or the people they talk to about their problems and stuff like that when there are problems in a relationship, because it's completely understandable when something like problematic happens in your relationship or something stressful happens in your relationship. It's not a guarantee you always want to immediately talk to your partner about it. It's healthy to sometimes, not all the times. What you kind of get me?
Nothing.
Oh. It's healthy to sometimes, not every time, but it's healthy to, depending on the situation, and you will know, to talk to a friend or talk to somebody like your parents or talk to somebody who's in like a deep understanding of relationships, like someone who's married, someone who's been with somebody for a very long time, to get a perspective, to know if you yourself is tripping, and to get some advice. Now the way you take that advice is up to you, and then now it's your job to come to your partner as respectful as possible. Now make sure like stuff doesn't escalate and stuff like that, and make sure everything is good.
Me personally, I'm a very private person, but I used to not be a private person. I used to feel like it was okay to tell everybody and their mom everything about my relationship, what date we went on, how much money we spent, where he took me, the argument we had the other day, everything. Mm-hmm. And that's not needed. Now I barely want people to know the person's name, because I'm like, you're my business. You know what I'm saying? Just know that I have somebody. Usually you have to have like 1 or 2 people that's in your corner that can help you, because when arguments do happen in a relationship, and sometimes you need an outside perspective to understand each other because you're not getting it. However, you also have to make sure if that person is healthy.
Yeah, of course.
Don't go ask somebody for relationship advice and they can't even stay in a relationship.
Or are they going around cheating or like like that person is in a toxic relationship with somebody? It's not highly recommended to go to that person.
And especially somebody who, when you're in a relationship and you come to them, number one, don't come to them too frequently. You need to evaluate if the situation is that big to come to them, and it needs to be that big to the point y'all on the verge of breaking up, in my opinion. Many arguments don't need to be brought to everybody else and their mama, especially the internet. I see a lot of people get into an argument with their significant other, and then here come the subliminal tweets and posts. That is very childish.
Those irritate me.
And it's
so
no
much.
I promise you nobody cares. Like, no one is looking at it like, I should check up. No, they're not. They're just looking at it like, oh, well, something's wrong in their relationship. You not only need to evaluate if it's that serious to where you need to ask for outside help, but also evaluate if that person is gonna actually give you good advice. If every single time you bring something to your homegirl, for example, and they're like, oh, just leave him. What? That's not somebody that you should be asking them if their immediate thing is, oh, just leave him. He ain't shit, just leave him. It's like, it's not what I was looking for. Like, it can be that if they probably, for example, if I genuinely feel like my friend is in a relationship where she should not be in, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, just leave him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's not shit, just leave him. Because I don't understand her feelings for this person. Because
Exactly.
I don't have feelings for this person, but she does. So I'm not gonna invalidate her feelings for this person and make her feel like the relationship wasn't worth it the whole time. Instead, me personally, I would tell them, you need to evaluate how you feel like you should be treated in a relationship, and if it's not aligning to how he's treating you, either y'all talk about it and fix it, or you leave. I would give you options, not just say, oh, just leave, you know?
Yeah. And once again, coming back all the way to communicating, like, it's hard to communicate. It's honestly, I won't say it's easy. It's
It's insanely hard for me for some reason.
and I'm not saying it's like easier for me because it's like communication. It's not just y'all talking, because y'all can talk all day about a situation, but if y'all don't understand it, it's kind of like, what are we even talking for?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just use kind of one of our recent situations. I'm not gonna get into details of it.
1 second. What is the situation first?
Was it 2 days ago? I'm not gonna get into the specifics of it. I'm not getting into
Man, I don't know what 2 days ago was.
Tuesday.
What happened 2 days ago? We got into an argument 2 days ago?
Technically, yeah.
What happened?
Okay, so
You know I'll be forgetting our arguments after they happen.
yeah. One little thing about her. She do forget, but
I feel like after we make up, what's the point of just keeping it in my head the whole time?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold it against you.
I'm not nor in my head. It's not a aspect of holding it against you. It's more of a factor of a lesson, like more like, okay, this happened. I reflected on it. What can I do to make it better?
Yeah, I may take away that part, but every detail that happened probably leaves my brain because it will just keep replaying, and that's not healthy. So I usually just be like,
yeah. You have the floor now.
okay. My next question, or what's it called?
Statement.
Yeah, that. What's some advice that you would give someone struggling to find the right partner for them?
This gonna sound like stupid, but stop looking. Stop. Just because, like I said, the right person or somebody will come to you when you're not looking. And also, let me say it like this. It's okay to look, but like if you're looking for somebody, make sure you look for somebody that has the same, not more or less the same, but like has the same values and alignment as you. Like more or less, they have what you're looking for, and it doesn't. And I'm not saying check off every box you have. Just check out most of it, cause like you can't expect your perfect person to come. You can always expect the perfect person. 3, 2, go ahead.
Let me see the other one. I feel like in relationships, a lot of times we start worrying about if this person checks off our boxes and if this person is the perfect person for us rather than becoming the perfect person, if that makes sense. Number one, there's literally no way that you can be perfect. Every single person is going to have something that they like in. However, something that you are liking, your partner should be able to pick up.
Of course.
So, checking off boxes, yeah, like, in a way, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. I feel like when you are trying to check off boxes with a person, you're trying to, you're limiting who this person could be based off of whatever your boxes are. If your boxes are, he has to be 6'5". Is this person 6'5"? Not that box. Does this person have a lot of money? Not that box. It's like, make sure your boxes aren't materialistic.
Yeah.
What if you have somebody that cares about you, that listens to you, that provides for you, that it's all around everything that you would want in a relationship, but you're crossing it off because they ain't 6'5", because they ain't got enough money, because they ain't got that, and it's like, make sure your boxes aren't materialistic. I do agree with you with saying, stop looking. A lot of the times when we're looking for the right person, we're looking and looking and looking, and you could, does it keep coming out?
It's going out because you keep hitting it. Right.
You're looking and looking and looking, and you can run into the wrong person.
Yeah.
Because it becomes a being desperate thing. I want a relationship so bad, so this person took me on a date, so they must be the one. No, not necessarily. Sometimes being alone is okay. Sometimes stopping looking is okay. Sometimes having that moment of isolation is okay. It's fine with being by yourself for a little while. Yeah. And then that person that's supposed to be for you will come to you. You don't gotta look that far. But a lot of times we will either miss that person because of our, the boxes.
Yeah.
This is what I want and this is how it's gonna be and this person has to be like this, or I'm not gonna accept them. That doesn't make much sense in my opinion. Like, I feel like when you can't find the right person, if you keep running into the same person, different font, that's when you turn around and you evaluate you.
Yeah.
You haven't healed from something to where you find comfort in this specific person. And so every single time you see a person with those similar traits, you immediately just fall for them.
Yeah.
So.
Piggybacking off the topic you just had and stuff like that. I'm gonna start off with this. So for all my dudes, and I want your opinion on this. I feel as though, for if you are a dude and you're looking for someone, I do say stop. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you're prioritizing, whether it's money, your spirituality, or your mental health. Focus on that. I don't know if this is true, but it do seem as though when you're focusing on yourself and you putting yourself together, that does seem to be more attractive for a female. I want to know, is that in the case kind of true, or is that more or less?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say like more or less like they getting their stuff together. I'm like, some people may not be like completely.
Well, I mean, if you're single, how everybody else gonna do you getting your stuff together?
I mean, of course, but I'm more like the aura somebody puts off. Like they're you can tell like they focus on them. They not focused on any other thing. Like more or less, they getting what they need to do done. You can basically sense like they real about getting what they need to do done. They real about who they are and stuff like that. They not found themselves, but like more or less picked up most of their pieces and stuff, and they coming into their own per se. Like
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not gonna comment on it because I don't really know. Like, I mean, I know in a relationship that's attractive, but I don't really know as the aspect of you're not in a relationship and like other people be attracted to you because you're on your shit. I don't know. I don't really know. So I'm not gonna make a comment on it.
respectable and soft. Another thing is
My lip gloss keeps leaking. That's why I kept looking at it because it's leaking. I'm gonna just put it down or something.
put it on
Yeah.
this is for the females and stuff, to help out with dudes who may not really have it like that. It's just more of like an advice thing. So like, if don't be focused on if your man has it. He's all money. Don't be focused on that. And if you are focused on that, you are with him for the wrong reasons. With him for the wrong reasons whatsoever.
I would say don't just not focus on
Of course,
money
of
because if you have your own money, your own car, your own place, do not just ignore the fact that y'all around the same age or something like that, and he don't have that and that and that because he's gonna start feeding off of you. So I won't say don't pay attention to that, but don't let that be the main thing that you're looking for in a person is money. Because how much money you have can fluctuate. 1 year you could be up and the next year you could be down. And if you are going to be out the door when he is down, then you were there for the wrong reason in the first place.
Yeah, but back to what I was saying, it's more the fact of if you feel like okay, indicates that he's not leeching, he's trying to build his money. There's a lot of things going on where he got either stuff to pay off or it's like basically normal things that doesn't allow him to have a decent net sum of money. Help him. Like, not more say just sit there and take care of a woman and stuff, don't even worry about your own things, but help him. Some dudes I know, I have been one of them people where there have been times where I just don't have it and I get real stressed out and I feel like I have to get it on my own. So be mindful, but try to help him. Try to get
in what way?
So like say the guy just lost his job and stuff like that. It's been a month or two and he's sitting there looking, but nobody's answering. Nobody's trying to hire him and stuff like that. And rent is about to be due. He's usually the one that pays the rent. Y'all don't really worry about it and stuff like that. That's just how y'all flow. And the situation of where he will get mad is the fact of you be like, hey, let me help you out with the rent and stuff like that. I'll pay. But he blows up and like, no, I don't need you to do that. I got it. I don't need you. Stuff like that.
If somebody don't have the money for the rent and you live there, yeah, it's your responsibility to pick out for it. However, I don't understand what you mean by help because there's a difference between helping and supporting. I feel like on the women's part, we should be more supporting rather than helping too much.
I mean, yeah, don't help too much.
In that example where the person doesn't have a job, in my head, when you said help, that means give him money.
Or no.
Help him find a job rather than support him and say, you got this, or open up connections for him.
That's what I mean when I
say supporting is different than just full-on helping somebody. helping somebody out, doing them a favor. I
Yeah.
feel like. So.
Well, and it, I won't. I'm not even going to even knock the helping part down because it'll be sometimes where some females do like to spoil their dudes and stuff like that. Even during times of struggle, like hey, here, do whatever you need to get done and stuff like that for the day and stuff. I'll take care of it and stuff, which is also good. It's also good, but I guess I was wrong in that aspect. I mean, I guess I did mean to say support. Open connections, more or less support him, let him know that he not struggling by himself.
Yeah, that's support.
Yeah.
There's nothing a little better than saying, "Oh, I lost my job. Help me."
Yeah.
You know, like what?
Given options to where he still feels like he's thriving, in a sense, by himself. You can, like, I wouldn't say more or less look for, while he's looking, help him look for, like, as a unit, not more to say, like, you help him find a job, you do his application and stuff like that, but y'all sit down together and y'all both got a computer or y'all both looking on y'all phones and you be like, hey, such and such is hiring, do you want to put in the application for that? And then,
supporting.
yeah, and then
opening up opportunities for them.
yeah, and it just more or less it's like getting a bag together. It's so you feel like it's more or less like less of the feeling like he's not gonna feel as alone, but it's not gonna be the overwhelming of now I'm sitting here getting taken of, because coming from a man perspective, we are taught to be providers and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with the dudes or the females that feel like the dudes that don't feel like they should be the provider, or the women that feel like they should be the provider. There's nothing wrong with that. But coming from a man's perspective, it's normally taught that men are supposed to be the provider. So also coming in from an aspect of he's being told that he needs to be the one providing. He got to do it all by himself. He has to be the one doing all that. So take that into account when you're
trying a little bit off topic.
Trying to help him. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I get real passionate when it comes to topics like this because I have seen
instances. We can go over that, a different time. But we went from I don't remember what the topic was now.
The topic was how if someone's looking for a relationship, how do they find it?
We was just talking about providing. Okay. So I was like, wait, we're up what?
It's fine. It's fine to go off topic sometimes. That's how conversation flows. That's how you make a podcast interesting. I find it better like when I was watching podcasts when they just go straight off topic and they just get to talking. It's interesting. It's interesting. You get to learn about them. You alright? You wanna go? You okay? We probably gonna make this quick, but so we got these Let's Get Deep cards. We went through the icebreaker pile because like we ain't trying to make this podcast really like real serious and stuff.
Yeah, so we're finna play a card game. It's called Let's Get Deep. I believe we found it at Walmart. It's in a purple box. We did not bring the box, but we have the cards. We only brought the icebreaker cards. There's three different categories. It's icebreaker, deep, or deeper. And obviously, the higher up the cards you take, the deeper the topics will be. We're starting off with icebreakers today just to end the podcast off.
We're probably gonna do around probably 15 or so. Probably around 10.
We're
10.
not gonna say what number we're gonna do.
We just gonna
do it.
Do it till we get tired of it. I already shuffled them.
I know. You can pick the first one.
Okay. Let me stop. So what is your favorite band or musical artist? You're not telling it directly to me, you talking to the people. They don't know nothing about you. They don't know your favorite band or musical artist.
I cannot pronounce her name. I recently came across her, Aquila, something like that. We can put her name or her picture across the screen, but I recently came across her on TikTok and she had that song Boom that blew up.
I think I know who you're talking about because one of my boys be listening to him.
Yeah, and then I went through, before Bloom came out officially, I went through the rest of her songs
Mm-hmm.
and I really liked it. So right now I would say her.
Her.
That's who we did.
Mine is shout out to all my K-Dot fans, my Kendrick Lamar fans. Mine is most definitely Kendrick Lamar, and
Thought
also,
it was J. Cole.
it's also J. Cole.
Okay.
Don't come for me. Yeah, it's a heartbreaking February for me. I
Why?
always expected every year the Kendrick and J. Cole collab. It's supposed to drop on a February.
When did they say they was collabing?
They already have a collab, but nobody knows when it's gonna drop or where it's gonna drop, and there's not even a leak about it. So make it called Black Friday. I don't know. It may get called Black Friday. I don't know. That's what the intent of it was. So yeah, it's a very heartbreaking February for me when it comes to that.
Do you believe in ghosts? Why or why not?
I don't know, really. I feel like it is, but then there isn't. Like,
I don't believe in actual ghosts. Like, I believe in spirits. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. No, I don't think I believe in spirits. I think the idea of spirits just scare me. But I don't really know if I believe in like actual like ghosts that just roam, spirits of other people that just roam around.
That would be kind of creepy and weird. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I want to think about it. Let's not think about it. All right, what scent reminds you of home?
A smell?
Yeah, like what smell reminds you of being at home?
You want to go first?
I can go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my mom always had this like cinnamon apple cider like wax candle milk.
Mm-hmm.
It smells amazing. And I used to come home from school, like the time she would get home before me, and it would be on. And I just walked into the house and just like, yes, yes. I knew it was gonna be a good day those days.
Probably the Glade air freshener, the lavender scent. That's the one we always had in my house. So, and we sprayed in the bathroom, so we smell more of it in the. We would smell more of it in the bathroom, but probably that because I don't really know. Yeah.
I'm wrong. It's your turn to pick a card.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Where's the most unusual place you've fallen asleep?
The most unusual place?
Mm-hmm.
The bathroom. Not
Like on the toilet?
yeah, but not necessarily at my house. This is kind
You
of.
fell asleep on the toilet at someone else's house?
No, I was at a hotel.
Oh.
Yeah, this was fairly recent. I was very, very tired, and I woke up one night, had to poop, wound up catching myself falling asleep on the toilet.
I don't know. I feel like I don't usually fall asleep in too unusual places because I can't really fall asleep for real if I'm not in my bed. But I fell asleep on like at my mom's job.
Mm-hmm.
but like I kind of like her work office chairs. I kind of like pushed them all together and just laid down and fell asleep like that. I don't think that's too unusual, but
I actually probably got. I think that's pretty weird, but I got another one. It was during the school like my senior year. I went to class and I took a nap in the classroom, but I took a nap on the floor, and I was cuddling a fire extinguisher.
oh my god.
So yeah,
Someone take a picture of you?
no,
Dang.
no, I don't think anybody knew I was in the classroom.
Oh.
So, yeah, cause I got marked absent that day.
My turn.
What clubs and/or extracurriculars were you involved in during high school?
Just in high school?
Did it say high school?
Nothing really.
If you can't find nothing in high school,
In
you can
high
go-
school, I used to do a lot in middle school, but like in high school, it just kind of fell off. I think that's when you start getting older and you start caring about other people's opinions, and now you don't want to do nothing. I did do like choir like half of my freshman year, but I had did choir 5 years prior.
Mhm.
I quit my freshman year. I did try out for the step team in high school, and I didn't go through it. Like I literally like did not come back after the first tryout because the girls weren't very nice. I thought it was gonna be like a welcoming community of people, of girls doing step, but they weren't very nice at all. And they also said that I wasn't loud enough. Like on the step team, you have to be fairly loud and do stuff and yell, chants and stuff. And in high school, like it was like my sophomore.
We're back live in 3, 2, 1.
I'm checking to see what they got to eat in the dining hall. Sorry.
What they got?
They got chicken wraps, potato wedges,
Mhm.
broccoli and cheese soup, smothered bacon chicken breast, potatoes, the firecracker meatballs, and then Rice Krispie treats.
You have to go in there and give me something to eat.
Wait, I forgot what time that ends at. The chicken wraps ended 30 minutes ago, and so did all the rest of that food. Only thing open is a sandwich.
Our school is very weird when it comes to food.
Yeah. But, sorry. Yeah, I think that was the only 2 things I tried for high school. But outside of high school, I was in a lot. I was in gymnastics, I was in swimming, I was in baseball, not softball, baseball. I was in
What athlete?
basketball. I
What
was
athlete?
in, what's another thing I played? Never football. Could never get into that. Dance. I did dance. I just did a lot of stuff. I did tennis.
Tennis.
Yeah, I did a lot of stuff when I was in middle school. Once I got to high school, I feel like it just kind of plateaued and I stopped wanting to do stuff. Yeah.
I did a lot in high school. I didn't do much in middle school, but I did a lot in high school. I was on the football team. Shout out Steinmetz College Prep. A lot of people, y'all don't even know what that is, but shout out Steinmetz College Prep.
Everybody don't know what that is.
A lot of people don't know what Steinmetz College Prep is, unless you're from that area. But shout out to that school. Really made me who I am today and stuff like that. I played for the basketball team for my school also. Yeah.
You played basketball?
Yes, I'm so serious.
I know that.
Yeah, I also did track and cross country.
I knew that.
And I also played baseball for
I didn't know that either.
2 games.
What are pictures at?
Hmm?
What are pictures of this at?
Of me playing.
Yeah, all these sports. All I see is football.
I'm not very photogenic, and plus we didn't
What
have
that mean? Other
we
people
didn't
take
we didn't
pictures?
have no photography. Though. Well, we had a
Your
year.
mom
No.
took pictures.
No.
Nobody took pictures of you.
When it came to track, I usually didn't compete. It wasn't because I wasn't good. I just didn't compete. Our coach gave us the option if we wanted to compete or not. I chose not to compete, more or less because of the fact of there's already a lot going on. Baseball, I only played 2 games, and that was the home games and stuff like that. I couldn't hit for the life of me, but what I can do was catch and throw a ball. So shout out all my designated outfielders. Cross country, only did 1 race and I quit.
You did a race?
I rolled my ankle and fell down the hill. I was done.
Oh gosh.
I was done. I was done with cross country after that. Stuck with football from freshman to senior year. Did basketball my sophomore year, and then I was like, I don't want to play basketball anymore. So cool. Actually, I tried out again. My senior year, made the team, but then I said I wasn't going to play because they didn't want us to have a job while we was playing basketball, which is weird. So.
I'm picking. Is this our last card?
Oh, and also, my favorite extracurricular activity, chilling in my coach's office.
Is this our last card?
If you wanted to do, I'll let you shoot.
Okay. If you had to cancel one major holiday, which one would you eliminate?
What's all the holidays again?
New Year, fucking Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day.
They say like major, so I'm guessing like, okay, like Halloween, Thanksgiving.
Mother's Day and Father's Day is major. It's not small.
I'm talking about the ones where you can't go to school for them.
Okay, Thanksgiving, Christmas. What holidays do we not go to school for? Christmas and Thanksgiving, right?
Easter, New Year.
I've always went to school. Well,
I ain't go to school on Easter. I never did.
I've always went to school on Easter. Unless it falls on the weekend, but we'd be at school on Easter.
I've never went to school on
As a
Easter.
college student, you'd be at school on Easter, don't you?
When is Easter?
March 31st.
Is it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, in that case, Easter can go. In that case, Easter.
If the Lord can go.
No, not like that. Of course,
I've never actually, I'm trolling you. I've never actually celebrated Easter.
Yeah, Easter, I say Easter can go because, one, I always forget when Easter is. So it's kind of like it can most definitely go.
Oh, I forgot about Halloween, but we don't get Halloween on. We never be having holiday. Like Halloween could fall on a school day, and we will be at school on Halloween.
I'm very indifferent about Halloween because I would say this, as a kid, I've only celebrated Halloween twice. I only went trick-or-treating.
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 You went trick-or-treating?
Yeah, I went trick-or-treating twice. Are you laughing? Alright guys, we're gonna end the podcast right here.
Trick-or-treating.
But yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. What did you do when you trick-or-treated? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You coming for me right now?
Go ahead.
I dressed up as a ninja, and then I dressed up as a ninja the next time.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was it. And then after that, I didn't go trick or treating anymore.
I don't
My fault.
trick or treating as a kid either, but I still love Halloween now.
I just didn't celebrate like that. I mean, it became after those 2 times, it became more of a I'm watching little kids now. I was watching my little cousins trick or treat instead of being the one actually trick or treating.
No, I'm the one trick or treating.
Yeah, I was not doing that and stuff like that. My favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, and I will say this. Y'all can disagree all y'all want, but Thanksgiving is better than Christmas. if Thanksgiving had presents, it would be better than Christmas. Because the food is better.
Loki, if we had the food and the presents on Thanksgiving, that probably would be a more popular holiday than Christmas.
Exactly.
I feel like Christmas is just, it's more popular just because you get presents. And so, it's, you know, I just like Halloween because I like dressing up and I like candy.
I like fall and I like food. The food be so good.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. I
like Thanksgiving, but once you get to a certain age where now you actually gotta be in the kitchen and help, you kind of like.
Who?
You like it a little less. Because on Thanksgiving, when I was a kid, I didn't have to help with anything. I just came and ate when the food was ready. Now I gotta be in the kitchen and help, so I'd be like.
I guess per se, like more or less, like we all meet up at one. Not one, but like we meet up at an area or like somebody else. So it's like the cooking is basically done.
I usually bounce from house to house and give plates at each family member house.
And even so, if even in my family, if we have just Thanksgiving at home, I'm not cooking unless my dad asks me to help him with something. I don't know, like this Thanksgiving we had ribs. It was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
I don't like turkey. It's dry. If you like a turkey, not the drum, but if you like turkey breast, something is wrong with you.
Well, some people probably had a good turkey breast that was juicy and not dry, which is possible, but I haven't.
I haven't. I had a good turkey leg, but like, or a turkey wing, but a good turkey breast. My mouth getting dry thinking about it. I don't even want to.
That was the last card.
That was not good.
Because I really have to use the bathroom. Ooh.
Let me say that outro, and then you can start beating yourself up with the equipment. This is Unplugged. I would like to apologize for all the technical difficulties we just went through today. And I'm taking full responsibility.
What's that good?
Once again, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank
This
you.
is the ending, closing. We're done.
Thank you for watching Unplugged, the show.
And we will see you guys in the next episode.
I was just a little boy, everybody told me you could be whatever you wanna be. So I told my